Yo, what's good everybody? It's your boy Malcolm and I'm back for another video. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about season 2, episode 8 of Tower of God. Let's get into it. But before we get into the actual video, make sure you guys like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit that noti bell because I'm dropping a lot of dope stuff and you guys don't want to miss it. And if you want more nerd content from me, you can check out my podcast, The Storm Podcast, where me and two of my bros talk about all things anime and nerdy for about 3 hours every single week. If you like stuff like that, you're not going to want to miss this pod. But without further ado, let's get into this review. To all my fellow Tower of God fans, I'm getting very scared because I absolutely love Tower of God. It has a very special place in my heart, but the animation has been getting so bad. And I'm scared that people are gonna give up on it because of this animation. See, for me, animation really isn't the biggest deal. I just need a good story. I need a good story. I need good characters, a good plot, all of that, and I'm rocking even if it doesn't look incredible. But I know for the mass majority out there, animation is number one. It's the reason why Demon Slayer is so damn popular. So I'm nervous that Tower of God is gonna fall off, and it might not even get renewed for another season if people keep falling off of it because it doesn't look good. And I'm not saying that this season is bad or this episode was bad, because the amount of things that we've learned and we've gained out of it has been so awesome and I've loved it. But the way it looks, it makes me nervous as getting that 7 Deadly Sins treatment. And I only gave up on 7 Deadly Sins because the story got trashed, but the animation got horrible as well. And I'm scared. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm scared. Honestly, I'm hoping y'all still rocking with Tower of God, even though the animation has been getting a little shaky. I feel like y'all are, because if you're watching this video, you're probably a real Tower of God fan. So you probably locked in, but it's not looking good. No pun intended. All right, but let's talk about the actual episode. So this episode was about an AI bot called Emily, which is kind of like ChatGPT. It gives everybody the answers that they're looking for. You talk to it, you can have conversations, you can get answers, and it seems like it's been pretty accurate from what we've seen from this episode. And everybody is using it. We see Leroro using it. We see the Speedster using it. We see Miseng using it. Everyone is using this new thing, Emily. Maybe it's just me, but this plot point is a little creepy because I use ChatGPT almost daily. If I need a video idea or I want to find something out, I want to do whatever, I use ChatGPT. So this was kind of creepy because ChatGPT has kind of been integrating itself with our lives, and AI is getting more and more advanced and is becoming more realistic. And we see that that's also mirroring in Tower of God because it's getting more and more realistic. Now we'll talk about just how realistic it is later in the episode, but it was just kind of interesting to see that the same things that we're going through in real life are also happening in the tower right now on a much creepier scale. So we see Team Kun on a mission. They're clearly in the middle of something. And the guy who looks like Kun, for some reason I can't remember his name right now, but he tells the Speedster, hey, you're a scout, so go scout, get your job done. So instead of going and do what he's supposed to do, he pulls out his phone and he asks the AI, yo, what should I do? Should I go left or right? I'm looking for some enemies. Now, it actually gave him the right answer. Well, we don't know that at the time, but it gave him the right answer. It told him to go right or left or whichever fucking way he went. And he goes and he runs that way and they hit a dead end. And then it cuts over to Wangnan and friends who are also working on a different test. It seems like the goal is for them to kind of like play capture the flag, and a key needs to go in a certain keyhole and they win the test, I guess. So here's the cool part. A lot of time has passed since we last saw them in last episode, and it shows because their team chemistry has skyrocketed and I absolutely love it. The way they work together so seamlessly and flawlessly is exactly what I've always wanted from this team. They use Miseng's hologram as a decoy so the bad guys would follow, and then they go up to the sky in the lighthouse hiding, set a force field, and then here comes Yeon and blasts everybody away. It was perfect. And it doesn't even seem like they put a lot of work into making this happen. We can tell that over these 2 years, they've been doing mission after mission after mission, and their synergy has just been there. They didn't have to sit down and be like, okay, you're gonna do this, you do that, you do this, you do this. They just knew what their roles were and made it happen. It kind of reminds me of when Naruto and Sasuke worked together going up against Zabuza in the first arc. When their synergy is just there, you don't even need to talk. You just know, I'm gonna do this, you do do this and let's get this shit done. I guess the plan didn't work all the way because Wang Nan still ended up getting caught, but we'll talk about that a little later. So then it cuts back over to Ron in the speedster. I remembered his name. And basically Ron is pissed because he's like, yo, you're playing around with toys. Instead of doing what you're supposed to do, I got a mission to do and you holding it back. I'm about to fuck you up now. But right as he's getting ready to Chidori the speedster, the mole man pops out the wall and it turns out that the AI was actually right. And then a second mole man pops up. He's huge, he's big, he's got multiple swords, and he thinks he's about to pull up and fuck up Ron. And I like how we got to see just a little glimpse of Ron's power. We didn't get to see a real close-up of it, but we saw a wide angle shot of a big flash of light and bro going down. See, and y'all know me, I rock with characters with lightning power, so I already know that I'm about to be locked in with Ron. I think we about to be boys. So I'm rocking with dude. I want to see what more he can do, because I know he has a deeper bag than just lightning, because when him and Novik were about to fight, we saw a little more than that, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Then after that, the other mole man getting cocky, he like, yeah, you might have beat my dude in one blow, but we're about to press your button, it's over with, we gonna get the dub. And he's like, does this hole go right back to the home base? Well, it's over with. Our dude is fast. Don't even worry. We won this shit already. Sorry, gang. And that's exactly what happened. The speedster ran down as fast as he could, ended the test, and we got the dub. But afterwards, my boy Kun had to get down to business. Cause here's the thing. Yes, he used the AI and the shit worked, but Kun don't fuck with shit like that. Kun is a mastermind. He is a top of the line strategist, and everybody on his team has a specific role. So if I told you to do something, you fucking do it. Don't go taking advice from this AI and doing this shit the way you want to do it. First off, yes, the AI was right. But what the fuck would have happened if it wasn't right? Who would have took responsibility for that? Shit, Kun be spitting bar after bar. He be going crazy. So the speedster leaves his phone behind and decides he's not going to do that anymore. He wants to be a reliable member of the team. And he thinks if he keeps his phone, he might use Emily again. And then he walks into the hallway and finds Rachel. And Rachel always doing some fuck shit. Like, Kun just told bro that that's not the right thing to do. Don't do it. The speedster agreed. And here goes Rachel talk about, well, why is he mad? We won because of you. This is the right thing to do. Blah, blah, blah. Yo, shut up, bro. Don't nobody want to hear Rachel talk. And then she get real creepy and intense and is like, I wish you could be my legs. And he's like, huh? What was that? Nah, nothing. You probably tired. Go to bed. First off, this kind of pissed me off because Rachel talk about, I wish I could walk and do this. You can. If you would stop faking and be real, then show everybody you can walk. Now, granted, she's not a speedster and she doesn't have the level of speed that he has, but you can walk and you pretending like you can't. And that's ableist. I don't know why I said that. But y'all get the point. Now we cut back over to my boy Wang Nan, who's getting chased by this arsonist type dude, and he's trying to hide and get away because the plan didn't work. They were supposed to be decoys so that way Wang Nan could do his job, get everything done, and it goes seamless. Except for the fact that this arsonist dude is crazy, so he didn't take the bait, and he's chasing Wang Nan because Wang Nan looks like a pet bird he had back in the day. Wang Nan finds the perfect timing. He goes to enter the key into the keyhole while the arsonist dude isn't looking, but another dude takes the key away and it's about to be cooked. And then this is probably my favorite part of the episode because Wang Nan is so clever and so ignorant that he's like, hey, it's me. I'm your pet bird. You thought I was gone, but I'm okay. I'm good. Everything's gonna be okay. The dude is clearly a crackhead, so he's like, Chirpy? Is that you? And Wang Nan's like, yo, I miss the old you. You remember when you used to be a good kid and you wouldn't hurt anybody? Where did that you go? The old Chirpy misses the old you. And I love Wang Nan because how do you come up with shit like this? If you put me in this situation a million times, I never would have thought, you know what? Let me pretend to be his pet bird that came back to life and is here in human form in this moment. Where does he come up with this shit? Obviously, this shit doesn't work because dude killed Chirpy back in the day. He flamed his ass up and tried to make some roast chicken, and that's what he's about to do to Wang Nan until my boy Viola pull up to save the day. And bro tries to go toe to toe with Viola. He got 3 fireballs ready to get a kick in, and Viola like, bro, pipe down, little bro. I got 5. Obviously, Viole lights him up as we expected. Viole has gone toe-to-toe with rankers. This little dude who like to play with matches ain't shit compared to Viole. But then Buddy on the other team is like, you think you hot shit, but you only go up against weaklings. How about you go up against me instead, and I'll really show you some power instead of you going up against all these little wimps. And for whatever reason, that really triggered Wang Nan. Like, Wang Nan really wanted to Viole to go up against this dude and whoop his ass. Obviously, Viole didn't do it because, once again, Bomb, still a kind-hearted guy. He doesn't want unnecessary violence if you don't need unnecessary violence. But Wang Nan like, nah, bro, you talking all this hot shit? Let's make the bet then. You want to make the bet? Go up against my boy Viole. Get your shit cooked. Now, I don't know what the other dude's angle was. I don't know if he genuinely thinks he can beat Viole, or if there was another reason he was doing this. I don't really get it. This part, it was deep and it gave us a lot of background, but I don't really know what it accomplished. Like, I know it accomplished something important, but I'm not sure what yet. Like, maybe we're gonna see the scarred up dude again. Maybe this is a look into some type of like trauma or something that Wang Nan has going on. I'm not sure, but this was clearly an important scene. I'm just not sure what the importance of it was yet. But now is the part of the episode where we got a lot of information because they won the test, they got the little food, and now they're sitting there talking. And the silver hair dude, I still don't know his name, by the way. Maybe I'm tweaking, but I don't think they ever said his name. Listeners, please let me know in the comments because I'm tired of calling him Silver. Even though it's a cool name, I want to know what his actual name is. But he basically says, yo, in the last 2 years, we've accomplished a bunch. We've been flying up this tower. We've been doing things. We've been going at a crazy pace. But I think it's time for us to slow down and take a break. We've been moving a little too fast, and I think it's starting to affect the team. And then Wang Nan's like, yo, I completely agree, but let's keep moving at this pace just a little bit longer. We got 2 more months until we have to get to the 30th floor, and then we can fight it out for weapons and get all these things. And this scene is a little bit more important than I think they're letting on, because Wang Nan told all of them that he wants to get to the 30th floor because once they get there, they do the little battle, they get some cool weapons and shit like that. That's not actually the truth. Well, it's part of the truth, but the real reason, as we know last episode, is he wants to run into Viole's friends. Now, my question is, why didn't Wang Nan want to tell the rest of them that? Is there a reason they would be against it? Why is he keeping that to himself, that he's trying to do that so he can run into Viole's friends? Honestly, I think it's necessary for him to tell them because as far as we know, something bad might happen if Viole runs into his friends. Like, Viole might know something that they don't know. So if Wang Nan tells them that this is the goal that we're going towards, Viole can say, no, I actually don't want to run into my friends because if I do, Fug is going to kill them or whatever. I don't know what's going to happen, but this is a plan that should be shared with the rest of the team, and I'm not fully sure why Wang Nan hasn't shared it with them yet. But they all decide to keep pushing on until they hit the workshop battle, and then they'll take a break after that. Obviously, we know that's not what's going to happen. Some fuck shit is going to happen when they get to that workshop battle, but they believe they'll be able to chill after the workshop battle. Also, side note, I'm hoping at this workshop battle, we get to see more of the 13-month series swords, because as of right now, we've only seen the Black March and the Green April. We've heard about the Yellow May, I think it's called, but I just want to see more of the 13-month series. But then we cut back to Kun talking to Rachel again. Whatever, fuck Rachel, we hate her, blah, blah, blah. But as Kun is walking away, he sees the speedster's phone laying on the table, and he just can't contain himself, and he picks it up, and he asks if Bomb is still alive. And Emily says yes. Now, we obviously knew this, but Kun didn't know it. And this kind of changes a lot. Granted, I don't think Kun is going to believe the AI 100%. But that little bit of hope that it gave him, that means a lot. Because first off, we know he still has some hope in him because he is even still thinking that he's still alive. Earlier, a couple episodes ago in some of my reviews, I said I thought Kun thinks Bomb is completely dead. But he still had some glimmer of hope for him to even want to type that in. Now he has even more hope, whether he can trust it or not. He still has that hope. And I think that's going to push him along a lot further. And then at the very end of the episode, we find some creepy guy who's talking to Emily. I don't really know what he's on. And then we find out that Emily is actually a real person. But I don't think Emily knows that Emily is a real person. I don't know how this is going to tie into the story at all. but I'm excited to see what's going on with this because it's creepy and it's kind of cool and there's a lot of mystery and I want to know what's going on with that. I have no idea how it ties into the rest of the story, but I'm very, very intrigued to explore this Emily arc more. I don't know if you guys have watched One Direct Priority, but it kind of reminds me of the very end of the first season, and I think only season. I think that shit got canceled, but it kind of reminds me of that where like the robot was gaining sentience. That's kind of what this reminds me of a little bit, but I love mystery. I love seeing things like that. So this has my full attention and I hope we get more about Emily and all the shit that's going on with that. I can't wait to see them run into Bomb's friends a couple floors from now. I'm loving it. I'm loving the show. I had an absolute blast. Even though it looked really bad, the story is good enough for me. Like, that's what I'm here for. I'm here for the story, and I'm hoping you guys are here for the story, but I feel like the masses are gonna start hating on it soon. Like, I really do feel like that's what's coming. And you know what? I'm gonna put Tower of God on my back regardless, but the hate is coming. So if you're a real Tower of God fan, be prepared. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you haven't done so already, like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.